let me go ahead and put out here what started my healing journey. So, last year in May was my ex's birthday, and I ended up working for his ex-wife's mother at the time. I actually made it a year there with this happening, and on his birthday I had to work, which pissed him off because we only have one car, and we had his son on his birthday. Instead of him just enjoying time with his kid, and when I got up, we go do something, he decided to be a child, a man-child, and pitch a fit. And, oh, we had a bike. He had his motorcycle. But he pitched a fit like a little kid because I was at work on his birthday. Not being grateful, hey, she's going to work. I got to help her as a mate. No. Well, 2 days later, he came into the house after calling and telling me he was leaving me, packed some of his stuff, and left. The whole time he was there, I was irate. I cried, I bawled, I asked questions. Of course, you don't get answers to your questions with most narcissists or people who want to string you along to make sure. Because he's like, I'm just leaving for a little bit, we just need a break, blah, blah, blah. And, you know, it's not permanent right this second. Just don't do anything stupid type shit. This is what he's telling me on his way out my door. Well, I break down and fall out. Like, I was down so bad. I made a phone call. Got who I thought would always be my adopted daughter to come home from Florida. And before she ever got there, it was like a week I had to wait. And before she ever got there, I was a mess. I sat on my porch. I went to work every day. Don't get me wrong. I got up every morning and went to work. Worked the whole day. Broke down in bathrooms. Broke down. I was cleaning houses and B&Bs. I broke down everywhere I went, but I still went to work. I never gave up on working. I was like, nope, I can't do that. I gotta have a distraction. So I went to work, and I went home, and at that point, I wasn't able to cook no more. He had broke me down so bad about my cooking, I stopped cooking. Legit, just stopped cooking for him. So I didn't cook or nothing. We ate easy things, if I ate it all. At that point, for 2 years straight, I was having intestinal problems. So if I ate, I would get sick afterward, almost every night. So I wasn't eating very much. I wasn't sleeping very much. I was breaking down all the time. And I sat on my porch every day and begged God to take me home or bring him back. But what happened was, before he left, I was sitting on my porch begging God to either have him leave or help him change and make a miracle with him. So when he left, my begging changed to take me home, God. Relieve me of this pain. Because I don't believe in suicide. I'm not mad people do it. I understand it. I'm actually manic depressant. I understand it more than anybody will understand. But I don't believe in me doing it. I've tried before, and every attempt I've tried failed. So there's no point in me doing it. So instead, I sat on my porch and begged for God to relieve me of this earth, or to bring him back. Even with the abuse that came with him, I wanted it back. And that's when I kneeled before God and gave it all to God. I didn't just surrender. I let go of everything and just like, God, help me at that point. Because I couldn't do it alone. I had nobody else. Even when my daughter came back, she didn't want me to heal. She was verbally abusive toward me. She was like my ex without getting dick as a return for the bad behavior. Okay, that's what I lived with. So it was even worse because I couldn't get dick to relieve the freaking stress that she gained bad behavior with. That's a different story though. But my healing journey started by a breakup, and a really bad one. But I'm grateful now that it happened. And I wouldn't go back and do it again. Thank God.